Hello everybody, Shocking into 1000 in Point for Duty, welcoming you back to an episode of Pikmin for the Nintendo Switch. Last time we finished things off here in the Forest Naval, getting the last 3 ship parts that we needed for 100% completion. And because we've now done that, only one place is left to be explored, which is the Distant Spring. And I did say at the end of the last episode that there is a little something in the Distant Spring that I was going to begin talking about at this episode. So as we enter the region right now, I can show you exactly what it is. First and foremost, we want to pick out 100 blues. We could instantly have all the blues come towards us if we whistle them, but the trouble is, it's a little bit time consuming regardless. Here, enemy number 1. On the far left, we have the Puffy Blowhog. I want to get rid of this guy first, because these are a major threat, because they will breathe outwards to blow all of your Pikmin into the line of fire. And these are another big threat. Spotty Bullbears. They, I think, have a 100 limit capacity of eating Pikmin. So if we keep throwing the Pikmin onto the Spotty Bullbear's rear end, he will not take any Pikmin hostage. And what's more with the Spotty Bullbear, in Pikmin 2, they have a mechanic where if you let them just lie there dead for long enough, they will slowly regenerate health, where they will then be brought back to life. Be thankful you do not have to deal with that at all in Pikmin 1. Now, unfortunately, this Spotty Bullbear is in a very awkward spot. Come on. Ah, no. He got about 8. Okay, we got some bomb rocks here, so we can deposit some. I'm going to leave the 5 pellets there. Actually, you probably do want to deposit the enemies, because in case they actually do respawn the very next day. Because I have actually discovered that in Pikmin 2, where if you kill a Pikmin but you leave their dead corpse sat on the overworld, they'll just come back to life the very next day. I don't know if they do that in Pikmin 1, but that's basically the mode of what happens. So if we go over here, this egg, this specific egg holds the hardest boss in the game, known as the Smoky Prog. The Smoky Prog is an enemy that can insta-kill all types of Pikmin in this game, because he's poison element. Any Pikmin that goes into that poison trail, you can instantly say goodbye to them all, because they will evaporate in seconds. Those enemies you just saw me defeat are the Water Dumples. They're basically underwater equivalents of Bulborbs. And we need to defeat this Puffy Blowhog, because he is holding one of the ship parts. The Interstellar Radio. Not only does it emit a constant SOS... Oh, it's this one. I thought it was the analog computer I actually did that with. But okay, yeah. The Interstellar Radio is actually what gives the SOS signal. There is one thing that I definitely will say I will do. I will destroy this egg, but I will not fight the boss. I will not destroy the egg right now because you think I'm crazy for doing that. Because, like, seriously, that boss is literally the absolute hardest boss. Right, got shear wigs here. My aim is absolutely terrible. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. You want to actually try and kill those shear grubs, well, shear wigs actually, in the air. Now let's get rid of this guy. Okay, good. We can just leave this guy here, actually. Oh, first ship was actually back at base. This part will send out a daily SOS signal. I have so little time remaining, though, that I have no option but to continue my search rather than wait for a rescue party. Having a... Olimar, we're on day 11 of 30. Come on. Now this is one of the Olimar's optional ship parts to pick up. You don't necessarily need it, but if you want to 100% complete the game and get the best ending, you will need to pick it up. Trust me on this. Now, I'm just going to observe these Pikmin thoroughly, because if they decide the only path is to go over the bridge, despite the fact that they are blue Pikmin. Yeah. Okay. At least we... Oh, come on, there's a third one. Well... So yeah, when you see a Pikmin running around in circles, who says this? The Pikmin that are carrying our spoils seem to be milling about in one place with their loads. It appears that their path back to the onion is blocked, and faced with what seems to be an insurmountable obstacle. They have lost their focus. This is unacceptable. I will have to determine what is blocking their way and do what I can to resolve the problem. Despite the fact that they are blue Pikmin that can run underwater. And for some reason they cannot decide to carry a sheer grub, sheer wig, or any other enemy underwater, when it can do it with the water dumples over there. The massage canopy here, well, it's a massage machine, but still, understandable for them to not be able to carry this through the water. We get that. But, seriously though, they can't carry an enemy underwater. They have to carry it over this bridge. You can see how silly it is. But, yeah. So, one thing I definitely... While we're actually waiting for this bridge to be built, I'll tell you a little bit more story about the Smoky Prog. The Smoky Prog, as you obviously showed, I showed you the egg, and it's found in the distant spring, but that egg will only be there so long as you have arrived at the distant spring either on the 15th day or earlier. And because we are on day 11, that Smoky Prog egg will be there for the next 4 days of traversing the distant spring. So you have to be careful not to deal with any difficulties if you actually do want to take into consideration the fighting that Smoky Prog. I, unfortunately, will not be fighting the Smoky Prog because I am not senile. Ah, dang it. Okay, 2 Pikmin died. Right, we got more Pikmin that died, unfortunately, because I was messing around with the camera. There we go. Right, just carry this one Pikmin so that way I can drag him with me. So I don't have to wait for anybody to be left behind. So we can go back to base and pluck these Pikmin. And while those Pikmin are doing their bit, I'm going to do my bit over here. We're going to go straight into the water. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Never mind, abort mission a little bit. Ah. Been walking so much lately, I'm really looking forward to using the massage machine. I mean, to be honest, having a dedicated massage machine definitely does sound nice. I'm not going to lie. Right, I'm going to pick up 18 blues and we're going to throw them all up here. And then we're going to whistle them and do the swarm command so that they will all go there. Are you serious? Telling the blue Pikmin to run up to that ship part and he's deciding, actually no, I'm not going to do that. I'm instead going to go straight to where you are standing. I mean, to be fair, we were short on Pikmin numbers anyway. Come on. There we go. I knew that would work. Yeah, you want to get the blue Pikmin up there because they can just jump into the water and take it back to base easily. Because literally, if you decided to do it with any other Pikmin, they would literally do the exact same thing. Because they think going into the water is the easiest option. I do not understand why, but they do. I don't really care about waiting for the Pikmin to sprout. Even though these two did. Sort of. Right. This will be the last ship part I will be picking up this episode. So, once I deliver that back, repair type bolt. This looks like an ordinary bolt, but it actually is a repair robot. Okay. Now, I'm going to do myself a little bit of a solid here. I'm going to deposit 80 blues and keep 20 with me. And we're going to run straight over to the Smoky Prog egg and show you exactly what the Smoky Prog looks like. Oh, 2 water dumplings actually not being killed. Oh, okay, there it is. So, here is the egg. God. Just you wait and see. There we go. That is what the Smoky Prog looks like. And look. Oh my god. He actually missed these blue Pikmin. The Smoky Prog, when you get him out of his egg, he will just traverse the entire land. You can throw Pikmin directly on his head, but do not let any of them go into that trail he leaves behind him. Because the Pikmin will instantly get killed the very moment that you do that. However, if you do somehow manage to kill him, I believe he will give you 100 Pikmin for your troubles. So yeah, we're not going to bother fighting him. We're seriously not. Because he is literally... Wait, 1 or 2? Wait, 3? 3 of 2? What? Wait. Why did it say that I had 1 Pikmin more than I had in the pot? I cannot think how to explain that. I mean, that's what happened with Proton John when he played this game with the Runaway Guys. But, my god. That's weird. So anyway, the Smoky Prog is the hardest boss in the game and is also the second secret boss I've talked about. There is one more secret boss I have not talked about because when we was back at the Impact site, I mentioned about a secret boss known as the Gulix. The second one we just mentioned is the Smoky Prog. But the last one, this enemy, trying to see where it is. Oh, this enemy is also found in the Impact site. On even-numbered days, which is known as the Mamuta. The Mamuta doesn't kill Pikmin, but instead it forces the Pikmin to be planted into the ground and auto-flower them. Though this is something I do find a little bit kind of crazy. There was actually a moment when I was actually fighting a Mamuta in Pikmin 2. I was trying my hardest to encourage him to slam all of the Pikmin into the ground, and he actually slapped one of the Pikmin into the ground so hard that he actually killed them. I do not get how, but a Pikmin somehow, someway, probably got wedged underneath the Mamuta, and it counted as being like that glitch where a Pikmin would instantly die if it went under the bridge, and they did that with the Mamuta in Pikmin 2, and it killed them when the Mamuta slammed them into the ground. Which I do not understand why that happened, yet somehow, someway it did. But yeah, the Mamuta is technically the third secret boss. 2 found in the Impact site, 1 found in the Distant Spring, ironically enough. I do not get why, but that's the case. Right, 11 days since Impact. There appears to be a large cluster of parts here. If my calculations are correct, then I should be able to recover virtually all of my missing ship parts. But not quite all of them. Unfortunately, there still seem to be some pieces that remain unaccounted for. I must find 7 more to further increase the Dolphin's range. So we lost 24 in battle, which honestly, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And I would honestly say, despite introducing the Smoky Prog, getting 3 ship pods on the first day of the Distant Spring, yes, they were the ones closest to the ship, but it's a good start. we already have 7 parts left to pick up. And it's definitely going to take longer than 2 days to pick them all up. So next time, we'll go back into the Distant Spring and we will tackle those difficult ship parts. See you guys then.